You know, I've really tried since SummerSlam to put everything in a positive spin with the WWE. I've really tried to stop thinking too much and overanalyzing everything and allow myself to enjoy the WWE product in the hopes that it would help me actually enjoy the product more. It would rekindle my passion for the product of wrestling in general, and in particular the WWE as a company and their product in particular. But I can't take it anymore. Enough is enough. And it's time for the old Slight Daddy to come back and tear this fucking company to shreds for this piece of crap Raw that they gave us this week. For everything that this show had perfectly epitomizes all of the problems with this company and its piss poor direction that it's undergoing right now and has been undergoing for the past few years and is going to continue to undergo for the ever-loving fucking future. Ridiculous. Look at Triple H and Stephanie. Look at these two egomaniacs. You know, as bad as Vince might be, and as much of a senile old coot as he may be, because he is, and as much as he's past his prime, and as much as he needs to step aside, the mere thought that Triple H and Stephanie could potentially be taking charge of this company one day absolutely makes me sick right here in the very pit of my damn stomach. Because you see this, it's all about Triple H. It's all about God. It's all about Stephanie. Nothing else matters. Not even the old Breakfast Club. It's still all about Triple H. It's still all about Stephanie. And now that they're heels, you're even going to get them crammed down your throat even fucking more. Get the hell out of here with this shit. Randy Orton, being boring still, heel face, doesn't matter. He still sucks. He's still boring. And now he's back to doing the good old Randy Orton heel treatment of burying the baby faces, which the WWE has enough trouble creating those type of stars anyways. So let's take Orton, flip him heel, and have him go back to burying the baby faces, because that's good for business. Look at Cody and Goldust. You had Cody get fired a couple of weeks ago. Then we're back on some John Cena Nexus shit. And here comes Cody Rhodes back, lickety-split, no time at all, with Goldust, who just appeared like a week or two ago on Raw to wrestle Randy Orton in hopes of getting Cody's damn job back. So they're coming back after the Shield. Why did it have to be so soon? Couldn't we wait for this shit? My God, imagine every once in a while if we actually anticipated things and you actually cultivated an environment where we actually anticipated things and built us up to the point where we exploded with euphoria and orgasmic joy when this stuff actually happened. Not bringing back Cody Rhodes 3 weeks later to attack the damn Shield. Get the fuck out of here. And you've been running these vignettes for like 2.5 months with damn Primo and Epico, Los Matadores. Knock knock, who's there? Nobody who. Nobody gives a fuck about these two. That's who. Give me a fucking break. Los Matadores. A stupid-ass luchador gimmick for two stupid-ass wrestlers for a stupid-ass company that yet again is going to drop the ball. All of this time invested in two fucking jobbers as a tag team. That's ridiculous. Oh, the Big Show. I'm crying now. Oh, now I'm okay with what I'm doing. I'm a heel. I'm a face. I'm a heel. Nobody gives a shit. The perfect example of the WWE ruining guy. Fucking Paul White, the Big Show. This motherfucker, 7 foot, fucking 450 whatever the hell pounds. And nobody takes him seriously and nobody gives a shit about him. And the reason nobody gives a shit about him is because of all the dumb dick stuff they've done with this asshat over the past 14 years in this damn company. I'm not even counting the stupid movies like The Knucklehead. Just look at what they're doing with this character now. Oh, I'm broke. Nobody gives a shit. And nobody gives a shit that you were in freaking Miz TV with The Miz. Because now that they turned Miz face, they took a guy that I used to like a lot as a heel and made me completely not give two shits about this asshole. I don't care one way or another about The Miz. As far as I'm concerned now, when Miz goes on my TV, one of three things happens. I either have to take a piss or a shit, I either want to fall asleep, and or I want to change the fucking channel. That's how bad it's gotten with The Miz. Thanks a lot, WWE. You ruined one of my favorites. What a surprise. Imagine that. Take a guy that's heel, turn him face for no fucking reason, and you ruin the damn character. Nobody cares. The most must-see star, my fucking foot. Get the hell out of here. And then Daniel Bryan. You have to have something more than yes. Give me a damn break. The guy's like 5'9". Probably short. He is shorter than me. Maybe 190 pounds soaking wet. And I'm supposed to buy that this is supposed to be a top guy in the WWE. And I'm supposed to buy that this guy is a legit threat to fucking Randall Keith Orton and goddamn Triple H to win the WWE Championship. That's who you're going to make is the face of your company. Is a guy that's my size in Daniel Bryan with a stupid looking beard, with marginal charisma, mediocre mic skills, and one stupid annoying ass catchphrase. This generation's what with the yes chant. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, and then to top things off, an 11-on-3 main event tag match. 11 people versus 3 members of the Shield. And the Shield are the heels. So you're going to put them in a fucking match where the crowd is going to sympathize with them, where you're showcasing these guys saying, oh, you should get behind the Shield, not the fucking 11 baby faces that are tired of the crap the Shield's been giving them the past few months. Seriously, who books this shit? I'm tired of defending this company. I'm tired of defending their mediocre ass to badass product. I'm tired of defending their stupid ass characters. And I'm tired of making excuses and going along with all the sheep and the fanboys that think this is something great. It's not. It is bullshit. Now, a lot of you have come to expect that from me. That's the type of review that you're used to. That's the type of analysis of the WWE product that you've come to expect from the Schleg Daddy. And you know what? I've created that environment. And I've created that expectation that that's what you're going to get a lot of times. Tending to skew a little too nitpicky, a little too critical, a little too over-analytical, and definitely tending to skew negative, whether the product necessarily always deserves it or not. But understand this. There's a few things that we need to clarify here really quickly. Number one, a lot of you seem to think that I really hate Triple H and really hate Randy Orton. But the bottom line is they're both heels now. And ultimately, we know I have a tremendous size ego. And let's cut the bullshit. Both Randy Orton and Paul Levesque have tremendous size egos. Ego represents ego. I respect ego. I respect arrogance. Because I'm one egotistical, arrogant son of a bitch my damn self. So I understand it. I can relate to it. It makes me actually like them more as performers and as people. Now get this in mind too. Just because you may have thought I felt some way, a particular way in the past, it doesn't mean that that was always necessarily true. Or it doesn't mean that I'm not inclined to change my damn mind. We never change our minds about anything. I'll give you a couple of examples of where I've changed my mind. The Miz. I used to love The Miz. I thought he was a great heel character. A guy that could actually be a legit main event player for the WWE. Now that they've turned him babyface, now that they've made him as bland and boring and vanilla as all piss out, I couldn't give two shits about him. None. They took a guy that I absolutely liked a lot and made me completely, want to take a pass at him. Just say no. I don't want to see The Miz. I don't care about The Miz. Don't show me The Miz. Don't give me Miz TV because I don't care. Stephen A. Smith's another perfect example. I used to hate him. I thought he was annoying as shit. Then he did this majestic, magical interview with Ty Law, where he got Ty Law about to break down and cry. He got Ty Law talking about specific contract offers from the Patriots and Bill Belichick. That is journalism. That is what a real professional does. And that made me respect Stephen A. Smith for a number of years. And now I don't like him again because I think the whole concept of First Take with him and Skip Bayless and how much ESPN tries to shove that down your throats and up your asses is absolutely ridiculous. But guys, again, people that I hated, then liked, or liked, then hated, then liked again, or hated, then liked, then hated again, whatever the case might be. I'm entitled to be able to change my mind. I'm not necessarily going to ever admit when I'm wrong because, again, ego, arrogance. Being too proud. But I am willing to change my mind. And right now, the WWE, frankly, is giving me a lot of what I've been bitching about in the past and giving me a lot of what I wanted. So as a result, why would I sit here and come on here every single week and continue to bash the company? At some point in time, I have to make a stand and set an example and say, hey, when a company in the wrestling business is giving you a lot of what you're asking for, stop nitpicking them to death. Stop complaining about every fucking thing. They're giving you what you asked for. Are you never going to be satisfied? And a lot of the fans on the internet, frankly, are that way. And you know what? I expect to set a better example for people to say, if they're giving you a lot of what you wanted, a lot of what you bitched about, a lot of what you asked for, a lot of what you like, then stop bitching about it so much. It's very easy to understand. And a lot of you say, there's way too much sarcasm from me, and I'm not taking things serious. Well, a couple of things. One, I've always been very sarcastic. So those of you that have watched a long time know I'm tend to be very sarcastic. And sometimes that sarcasm is very sharp, and sometimes it blurs the line between how I really feel and what might be a work or an act, and it's hard for you to tell sometimes. So it's just because you might not be able to tell whether I'm being legit, serious, shooting, or if it's just a full-on work, that doesn't necessarily make it sarcasm. Keep that in mind. Also, I'm not serious enough. You know, you could be serious and have a lot of fun, too. You're talking about the same guy that did assume Jeff Jarrett position, had a Hogan banner that talked about having sex with his wife and chasing the TNA World title. He used to do all types of different characters, the Blue Board and all this other crap. Deuces and fours. I have a freaking talking 30-pound gray pussycat that thinks he's a ladies' man because he is, that loves cheeseburgers and Mark motherfucking Henry. You don't always get the most serious stuff from this channel. And you know part of the reason why is because it's about professional wrestling. It's supposed to be fun. We shouldn't always take it so damn serious. And this goes true, too, for the people in the damn wrestling business. You're in professional wrestling. You're not gods. It's a line of work, a form of making a living, a profession. You're not better than everybody else just because you happen to be on national TV or this or that. You know, sometimes when people say things, they might be right. And just because you're in the business doesn't always make you right either. But why can't we have more fun about this shit? Too often, people are too damn serious about this. Don't you find it better when you're having fun? Aren't things more enjoyable when you're having fun? Well, the WWE is giving me a more fun product, and I'm doing things right now that are more fun for me. So as a result, don't expect me to be changing. Don't expect me to be sitting there and saying, oh, I've been bullshitting you the whole entire time. No, no, no. The WWE is legitimately doing a lot of what I wanted. They're doing a lot of what I asked for. They're doing a lot of things that I like right now. They're not perfect, but they're getting a lot better as a result. As a result, don't be expecting any philosophical, ideological flips out of the Schleg Daddy anytime soon. Now, all of you that watched last week, you know that I issued a challenge. I laid down the gauntlet to Mitch Smith of the Wrestling Gurus and said we needed a 4-leaf clover, a shamrock, a redhead, a ginger. We needed our fucking Sheamus for the damn supper club. Mitch Smith responded. He understood that the Wrestling Gurus, you know, they're good and they've had their thing, but it's not the supper club. It's not the Schleg Daddy supper club. So we welcome Mitch Smith to our ranks. What a fine group this is. And this is a little message to all the members of the supper club. Our job is just beginning, and I've actually got your first assignment for you. Think about this. This goes for you, Chase Oliver, Justin Peck of the Tree of Woe Show, Mark Johnson, Marvelous Mark, Mitch Smith, Mitch Lightning, Wrestling Gurus Guy, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, it doesn't matter. You go, if you haven't done so already, and if you haven't, you should be goddamn ashamed of yourself. You go buy Triple H's 3-disc set, Thy Kingdom Come, which is only $20, and in some places, can you believe I got it for $15? What a steal! This is like legalized stealing. This should be a felony. It should put people in prison for only having to pay $15 or $20 for this DVD. It should easily be $80 to $100. You go buy this DVD. You go watch this 3-disc DVD set. And then you, all of you in the supper club, you review this 3-disc DVD set. We're going to call this mission from the Schleg Daddy for the Schleg Daddy Supper Club Operation Breakfast Bar. Supper Club, mount up, bitches! Okay, so I've dilly-dallied around and done enough other crap here. I need to hurry up and actually give you my thoughts on this week's Raw that I did enjoy quite a bit. Why? Well, because I did go buy Thy Kingdom Come, and as soon as I get this frickin' review uploaded, I'm going to be watching all 3 discs tonight, period. So I don't have a lot of time to waste here. As far as my thoughts on Raw, I'm continuing to enjoy the way God is throwing around his weight. It feels very realistic to me. And again, ego respects ego. And I respect Triple H. And him as a heel, as that godlike figure, is just incredible. I love it. I love it. They're not fighting the grain anymore, trying to have him be babyface. He needs to be a heel. He's an egomaniac like me. As a result, he should be hated by the people in a lot of ways, but deep down the people really respect him. And Stephanie, oh my God. I'll tell you this much, man. She is one sexy woman. Period. And her throwing around her weight in this kind of bossy bitch way, just, it's acceptable to fat to it. How about that? Period. It is. And it's okay if you're a guy or a girl, you jack or Jill off to it, doesn't matter. It's acceptable. It's okay. You don't have anything to be ashamed about. Because she is fucking smoking in this role. No question about it. I also think Randy Orton's in the perfect role. You know, they're trying to establish him as not the standard cookie-cutter chicken shit, run-and-hide, cowardly heel. You know, having him go out and be aggressive and taking people out and saying fuck it to the rules and everything else. I love it. I love it. They've turned Randy Orton heel, which desperately needed to happen because turning him babyface was one of the dumbest things they ever did. Now they've turned him back heel. He's where he's natural. It's where he's comfortable, and it shows, and he's better off for it, and so is the product. Cody and Goldust coming back the way they did, you know what? No, I don't think it was really rushed, because if somebody knocked out your dad or somebody in your family, wouldn't you, the first chance you got, try and come and fuck them up? Whoever fucked up your family? That's exactly what Cody and Goldust did. Don't sit there and have them wait for this. Yeah, have them come out of the crowd like that. That was fucking awesome. The way all of a sudden out of the blue they just come out and we're fucking up the Shield. You're damn right. That's what I love to see. That was good shit. That was presented very well. Los Matadores. Damn Primo and Epico, they got me giving a fuck about them. They've been spending over 2 months in vignettes on these guys. It's like it's the new Los Conquistadores. They need to have Tito Santana as their manager, so that way you can say, Arriba en! Ole! Awesome. Can't wait to see these guys next week. I will stand by what I said before about the Big Show and the Miz. I think the Big Show is still stupid, and I think the Miz is now stupid. And I hate the WWE has made me not give a shit about either of these two guys. It's sad. Show Miz. Both of the guys I don't give a shit about anymore. CM Punk I want to call out really quick. He's such this big Blackhawks fan that he proclaimed himself to be and was trying to ride the coattails of the Blackhawks Stanley Cup Championship for this year. They're in the Chicago area. Even though in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals against the Detroit Red Wings, correct me if I'm wrong, when the Blackhawks were down 3-2, you were such a big Blackhawks fan that you were at the fucking game in Los Angeles. You were at a Dodger game. A Dodger game? And you're telling me you're some big, huge Blackhawks fan? That would be like me saying a guy who hasn't missed a Bears game in probably 20 years, that lives and dies for the Bears, that eats, breathes, sleeps, shits the Bears, arranges his work schedule, his life schedule around the Bears, that I was a huge fan of theirs. But then in the NFC Championship game, I went to a freaking Justin Bieber concert. I'm not B-Rad. That shit's ridiculous. And I deserve to be clowned for that. Period. Or I sit there and go with the old lady fucking furniture shopping or clothes shopping or whatever the fuck. Nah, fuck that. Any real fan's going to say, fuck off, leave me alone, I'm watching the damn game. That's my team. Now CM Punk, he goes to the damn Dodger game because that's what a real Blackhawks fan would do during the Stanley Cup playoffs. Get the fuck out of here. I still thought the segment with him was really good with Heyman, especially when Heyman just said he was rolling out of there and the wheelchair didn't start. The facials between Heyman and Punk really made the segment. It really did. And, you know, Punk got in some stuff on Ryback and Axel. It's a good segment. I liked it. I still don't care about Punk versus Ryback at all, but I liked what they did here. Daniel Bryan has grown tremendously as a performer over the past year. When he won Money in the Bank, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it was stupid. And you know it was deep down. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready as a performer. He wasn't ready as a character. The WWE wasn't ready for him. They weren't. And they made him champion, and they made him the dumb, cowardly, chicken shit, cookie cutter heel champion, and it didn't really work all that well. But you got some good coming out of it. He developed the yes and no shit. And then he got bumped down to the mid-card after a while. And they put him with Kane. And they did Team Hell No. And they developed his character. And he worked on his mic skills. He worked on his persona. He worked on his gimmick. He worked on his character. And then they could put him back in the main event scene. And now Daniel Bryan with John Cena. Until John Cena comes back, of course. Until John Cena comes back, of course. Daniel Bryan is now the #1 babyface in WWE. Even over CM Punk. He was more over than CM Punk in CM Punk's hometown area of Chicago. Just think about that. He was more over than Punk last night on Raw. I don't even think he'd be argued. Great shit. Great shit. The 11-on-3 tag, I do want to kind of caution about this, is that while it was kind of interesting concept, The fact of the matter is, you're putting 3 heels against 11 baby faces. You run the risk of turning the heels into faces and the faces into heels when you structure things like this, because you were having the heels, each heel member of the Shield was eliminating, more than one baby face. They're going 11 against 3. All of a sudden, the crowd's like, these guys are the underdogs. These guys are the ones I should get behind. These guys are the ones that I should sympathize. Now, if you are intending on quickly turning the Shield babyface, that's one thing. But if not, I think you have to be very careful, because now you end up dividing the crowd and you're giving the crowd the option to choose instead of choosing for them. And when the crowd has the option to choose, they won't always choose the way you want. See, like the Wyatt family. People are really cheering for them, especially when their music hits and they first come out, because they really don't have any direction. You don't really know where they're going. I don't think the WWE fully knows what to do with this interesting gimmick, this interesting group, this interesting concept of the Wyatt family. So they're getting cheered. The fans are choosing instead of the company pointing the fans in the direction to choose. All in all, though, I thought it was another good Raw. I really did. The streak continues for me. It was 3 hours I was able to get through without falling asleep, without wanting to change the channel. I made it through all 3 hours, and I was somewhat entertained. And they've done an okay job so far of building me up in terms of my excitement and anticipation for Battleground. And you know what? That's all I can really ask for. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got 3 discs of this to watch. What an outrage. Only 3 discs. And the rest of the members of the Supper Club, you guys better go out and buy this shit. You better watch this shit, and you better review this shit. Because that's what you have to do when you're in the Supper Club, damn it.